Hello and welcome to NFT Decree. I'm Barry and we are back with Dark Country. So before today's tournament, number of updates to both the client and the game as a whole. So first things announced yesterday is the roadmap, or a very rough roadmap for 2022. It's going to introduce a few different things to the game as a whole, or to the ecosystem as a whole. First one, and sometime this month, so it's only a couple of weeks maximum, lands and metagame concept. So that is that's something a lot of games have been doing, where people can purchase land within the game. They get benefits, usually the generation of in-game currency, or some benefit to holding those lands. People can do things on those lands. Where they're going to go with that, I don't know. Like I say, I'd far rather that the game was worked on than the economy and system around it. But everybody else is doing it, so why not? Then some big partnership announcement. I'm not sure. Kind of a few hints here and there on Discord and Telegram. But I don't know enough about the wider... What's the word I'm after? Wider happenings at the moment to really have a clue about what that's going to be. And regular tournaments with prize pools, well, fine, but let's hope that the client is stable enough to accommodate regular tournaments without crashing. I mean, at the moment it's still crashing about 50% of the time, so yes, I mean, that's good. Keep people playing, but it needs to work, right? If it keeps crashing at the same regularity, then that is not cool. And if this introduces the use of the tournament tickets, then I'll just have to see kind of what that looks like price wise. Then land plot sales on 2 blockchains. So what that second blockchain is, I'm not sure. Again, some people think that they know, but I've no idea. There's certainly logins for multiple blockchains on the Dark Country website. Excuse me. So you can log in with your MetaMask wallet. So you know that would obviously support Ethereum off the bat, and some other chains you could bring on there. Possibly, I want to say, is it ILX that the Gods Unchained site runs on? Who knows? But again, transactionless, feeless transactions. That's the word I'm after. And then a major game update, including 3D versions and easy new players onboarding, along with play to earn. So that's all very exciting in sort of next 3 months. And I have seen a few sneaky peekies of the 3D version. Looks good. And play to earn is good because there needs to be a way to get cards into people's hands, even if they can't trade them or sell them or whatever. Although I've got to be careful not to, reduce people's early investments. But if there's no game to play, then those investments aren't going to be worth anything. And then towards the end of the year, lands, whatever you can do with the lands to launch. So like Splinter Lands, take some time to get up there and working. Shadow Dimes in-game currency and new modes and activities. Again, I'm mostly concerned with just having a stable client and a working version of the card game before they get into too far along anything else. But rewarding people for playing, good. Get people on, get people playing all the time. That's fine. And then end of the year, roguelike campaigns. So that should be quite interesting. Like, I'm happy with, I enjoy like story-driven campaigns. So like Thronebreaker for Gwent, something like that would be good. But a quicker, more replayable campaign would be interesting as well. And then into next year, everything up and running. So it's all quite interesting if they can pull it off. As I say, it all to my mind needs to be built upon a working client. But to that end, they have actually done an update today. So updates today fixed stealth, right? So shadow, creatures in the shadow can't be targeted by spells and items. So that makes the stealth powers much stronger. Now, area of effect spells like Tornado and Fire Spirit, they still can still hit them, but anything that has to target them no longer can, hopefully. I've not tried it yet. A handful of fixes, including fixing the numbers on some of the cards, which is good. Assassin works as intended. I need to have a look at what that is. Mothman certainly broke a couple of games, but now that he's back, maybe there's something you can do with him in the native deck. Root works now. Wolf Deploy now selects correct targets. I didn't think that worked incorrectly. And same with Navajo Witch. I don't know what wasn't working with that. But hopefully all of this comes with increased stability. And additionally to that, there's some people can now sign up from the menu, from the in-game, rather than having to go to the Dark Country site, which is good. There's a send report button when something goes wrong in the game. I'm going to get very familiar with that quite quickly, no doubt. And ready-made default card decks for each faction. So those are the decks that I came up with, and a couple of decks people have been playing. Now, the people that was playing in the tournament yesterday that were using those decks, unfortunately got beat. But that's because they need some changes if you want to make a proper tournament deck. The ready-made decks get you up and running. They make it so your hand's not going to be bricked at any point, really. You're going to be able to play something. You're going to get a good feel for the game, but they're not going to win you any tournaments. So if you are playing the beginner decks in tournaments, certainly look for opportunities to improve on those decks. So here we've got the current standings. Nothing much has changed particularly. DeVito keeps pulling ahead there. I did play yesterday, but it crashed on me. So again, as I'm saying, stability has to be the absolute first thing on everybody's minds. Then you've got the four decks, the 4 starter decks in there now. And let me just double check I've got the right deck loaded up. And the few changes that are here are things like... What were the changes again? So let's look at Burning Cow. No, what was it called? Yeah, Burning Cow, 5 cost, 4-1. I mean, that's what it said before, but it was a 4 cost, 4-1 in reality. So I wonder if that's now actually a 5 cost. As it was supposed to be. What was the main one? So the main one, this, deals 7 damage to target creature or 4 to all enemy creatures. So that works now. The Navajo Witch should be 5 cost somewhere. Or was she more expensive than that? Am I making that up? I thought it was 5 cost. Oh no, here, 4 cost. Deploy, give target creature guardian. Can only assume that now works. And wasn't before. The couple of this guy didn't get his +2 against beasts, so that now works as well apparently. And what was the other card changes? Assassin, that was it. So Mothman works. Assassin, I don't know where Assassin is. Sounds neutrally. Assassin. Why have I never seen this card? Like, I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Oh well, we'll come back to it because I need to get registered for today's tournament. So being able to register for a tournament and still navigate the client would also be an improvement. But at least we've had some updates and moving a little forward with the game. Also been a couple of big sales recently for what's the word I'm after? For the cards that are on Wax. So cards have been exported to Wax. A couple of big sales. The Mermaid went for something like, I want to say thousands. Maybe something like 22,000 Wax or something like that. 20,000 Wax. Am I making that up? I feel like it was like sort of almost 3,000 in money. Dollar bills, US dollars. Sort of, it's a one of one on the Wax chain. Although obviously other ones could, I don't know what pack it's from. others could still exist. But again, until we see what the options for earning cards in game are and what the other new cards are, I'm not going to be buying any. So I'm going to keep the Poison Dart for DeVito. In fact, I'm going to keep all of these because I'm going second, so I get my Owlbear down first, and all of these are pretty strong cards. Either 2 counters for his big creatures or 2 big creatures of my own. So this is fine. Because turn 2, I can get the Owlbear down. I didn't mention if he fixed that or not, going to -1 mana, so we'll see how that works. So that's nothing. His turn 2, so if he can play the Liquidator, then I can't play my Owlbear. Or I mean, I could play my Owlbear, but... So there you go, that comes down. So it's still not fixed the mana problem. Because it checks for mana when you play it, and then it takes the cost after you play it. So this is fine. So for 3, I'm actually going to ignition you away. Now, I could have Fanaticked, right, and that would have used up all my mana for the turn, but I was saving that for any mountain lions that may or may not come down. So you have to trade, and then you will come out as another big body. So for 5, that's certainly bansheeable. Or yep, no, that works fine. So you're fine. I'm just going to... I think I'm just going to play another one. So I'm now out aggroing him to some degree, so that's fine. I go up to 6, so for 6 I can... well, let's see, 3 gets me something. No good. I could take out you, but I think I might just be better. So turn 7, I'll get that down. I wonder if there's any advantage to doing any of these. I think not. But I'm now stalling slightly on my initial aggro. So that's fine, he heals up. Not worth fire spiriting the board, is it? So I think I'll just use all my resources here on this guy. Get a couple extra bodies on the board. See what he does. If he goes wide, I can, monster it. If he doesn't go wide, then I've got a few different options in hand. Fine, so then you can come in with that. Which is cool. So, let me think. I could just take that with Brainwash. That would leave me with 2, which wouldn't be enough to do anything significant. I could play you and you, but I don't think that's worth it necessarily. So I think Brainwash is probably the answer, and get back on the offensive. I've still got a handful of pretty decent cards still to come down, and a few ways of dealing with any big bodies that come out. So that's okay, because I can... What's my best bet here? I think since it's just a single creature, 5 draw up. No, 5 and put you down, I think's the best bet. So neither of these really make much odds. You come down for some more damage, so just keep the pressure on. Him going up to 6 takes him out of... oh, he's not got access to Van Meter Monster. In fact, he doesn't have access to board wipes, so I can just kind of go a little crazy, I guess. How do I want to do this? I think probably... if I do 2 to everybody... I mean, there's a lot of ways of sorting this. Because I can mute you. could reduce your attack to 1. Trade off there. I think if I... Right, so if I do 2 to everybody, I mute you, I set your attack to 1, because then I don't die. Okay, so now I've got slightly fewer options for dealing with bigger boards. But that's fine. Well, yeah. That's life. That's okay-ish, I guess. I mean, I could... I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, fine. So just take out you. I can't play you now. I'll drop... Oh, could I have done it? Could I have done it with both of these? Because it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I need to... I should be stopping and thinking for more of these, I think. Yeah, that would have done it. Oh! Oh well, no problem. I mean, I shouldn't have too much bother finishing on from here, but you never know. It's not the biggest board I've ever seen. It's quite a small board now. So, if I do this, can I... So 9's the amount I needed. So you come in here, and you come in there. So I've only ever taken 1 game off DeVito in a match, so we'll see how the second game goes. Typically he's going to beat me twice here. But since I'm going second, as long as I can get an Owlbear in hand to put on that early pressure. Now my starting hand was pretty good for what I knew I was up against. So something similar would also be good. But there's a few interesting decisions throughout that game. You know, Rain in Blood's quite a strong card against Owlbears as well, but it does cost 5. No, so this isn't perfect, right? I mean, if I keep this for an early wipe, because he was going moderately wide at times. So this isn't super great, but I've got 2 more draws before I have to decide whether I want to play anything. Let's see what he puts down. He's got nothing. I am... Yeah, I'm probably better off making him do something before he drops a bear. So that's fine. That's no problem. So I can't get you down. So if I draw. So I've still not got a bear. So it's better for me to swap here, because he's able to do 2 damage, and I'm only able to do 1. But now he's got 4, so he can do something. So I've no real way of dealing with that, I don't think. But I'll try and get a bigger body down. So 5's enough to blood drain that if he wanted, but he doesn't get the... He can't heal above his starting life with that card. So this is fine. Drop you. Drop you. Is there any advantage to me hitting that? I think the answer is no. I'll just come over the top. So I'm currently behind. I'm going to need a couple of turns to claw it back. So I don't have a mute again for this. So how can I survive a turn here? So 4. So I can do 4. Yeah, I can kill this. I think maybe... I mean, if I don't pull an Owlbear off that, I'm in trouble. If I don't pull an Owlbear or a Fanatic, I'm in trouble. So I'm in trouble. I guess I just have to... what do I do here? I'm going to be 7 next turn. So I guess at this stage I just mash into you, hit you, set up for something. Right, so I'm in a world of hurt. Like I say, I've never beat the Vero twice. So 4's not going to do it. But fine, I've no real choice. He gets in for another 12 plus whatever he drops. Then I can mostly take things out next turn. So 6 and 6, so he just kills me next time. Because I can't get enough damage down. Take out this guy. Fine. So I had a much worse start there. But like I say, somehow he always wins for some reason, and I don't really know why. I don't think either of us play any different in either of the rounds. But I only ever managed to take one game of him. Who knows, maybe today's the day. Does he get a chance to sideboard in between games? Who knows? So no good. Keep. I think we ditch you guys. So like I know he's playing Mountain Lions as well, so I need that. This is not strong. Again, I've got two draws before I see anything. So Liquidator's okay. But Owlbear is better. So because he's got nothing down, if he had a Liquidator turn 2, then I am in much more danger. I'm going to play this. Because he's not Ancestral Guard, he doesn't have board wipes. So this is fine as well. So I could just trade those and keep you, and then get you down. So I think that's what I'll do. And now, like, Tempo's on my side, we can get 8 hit points back from Rain and Blood. That uses up his whole turn. I'll get that down. So he's now going to have to mute that, which should be possible with the amount of cards he's got. That's okay. So I'll be on 6, so I can Ignition and Banshee that, so I will do that. Because the quicker I can bring him down, the harder it is for him to swing back. So that mutes you. And then the visual bug as well was fixed for the health. So next turn he'll be able to Banshee that, no doubt. And I kind of ran out of steam a little bit here. So if we smash, 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 I do play you to stop any hitbacks. I know he doesn't have any board wipes. Do I just get another 2 down and hope for the best? Sure. Fine. He can play... so yeah, gave up there. He couldn't deal with the board. I just had the better start. Getting the Owlbear on the turn 2 was particularly beneficial. And that was it. I guess it was just us playing today. Take a minute for that to update, but that is the only game. So that's it. There's been a bunch new, bunch of updates. We at least got to finish the game there because it was stable. So whether that's other stability issues have been fixed in the background, just not something that's made it into the game log. What were we going to look up again? Assassin. I was going to try and find Assassin, wasn't I? I don't know where it is. Don't know what it is. Let me know if you see it. Haha. Assassin, assassin, assassin. What is an assassin? Archer, archer. None of these. Here we go. When this creature... when this kills... So it starts with stealth, and when this kills a creature, it gains stealth. Fine, so that was the... now that stealth works, that is not bad. So it comes in, can't be targeted for a turn, and as long as... you need some way of strengthening... You need some way of strengthening it. So what have we got in CO that boosts some? Boosts defenses. Dynamite. I mean, it makes it strong, but it doesn't do... I mean, 3 damage isn't... Or 3 health isn't that much. Is there anything in here that can boost the defense of it? So War Shield for 2. I mean, you just... I don't know, you just don't want it, right? It's not enough. None of those. None of those. +2, +2. I mean, that's okay-ish. But you're going to be targeting creatures with that one. So Battle Necklace. So +0, +4. But that's going to be a 9. So if that costs 4. Oh, wrong, guys. And this costs 4. Then it's turn 8. Well, suppose it comes down. So turn 4, you play the Assassin. Then turn 5, you play the Battle Necklace. Then you can kill something and go back into stealth, so you'll get a couple of hits off with it. But it is, it's quite an unwieldy combo as far as things go. I don't see anything else really that's going to give you enough damage prevention or enough health. I mean, certainly. What am I looking for here? What's the one that gives you Guardian here? So that's out of the Rangers. So that would be the one you want to combo with it, but you're very... I don't think there's any good way of seeing that outside in Crusaders. But we'll see what it is. But anyway, if stealth works, then there's probably a decent stealth deck to be looked at. And I might have a look at that next time. But that's all for now. So this is NFT Decree, signing off.